But the Bible says in Romans 14:12 that every man will stand before God and give an account of his life. Can you imagine with some of the stuff that's going on today and the ungodly things that people fight to get the right to do, and how they're going to feel when they stand before their Maker? And I don't want to end on some somber, sobering thought, but we need to realize that God sees everything we do. Everything we do. And we cannot just act like a Christian when we're in church with all of our Christian buddies. It's everywhere we go. And especially behind closed doors. Who you really are is who you are when you think nobody's looking. That's who I really am. Who I am when I think that nobody sees me. The little things. Being a person of integrity. Things you could get by with, nobody would ever know, but God would know. Doing what's right just because it's right. I told some people today, we were talking about some things about honesty and integrity and people keeping their word and being at appointments on time and stuff. And I said, I am glad that I had the privilege of living in an era when things like that were commonplace. Some of you are old enough that you know what I mean. You gave your word, you kept your word. You had an appointment, you were there, or you called and let people know. You did what you said you were going to do. And even people that weren't saved had more morals than some Christians do today. Come on. And here's the problem we have now. We have whole generations now that don't even know what the word integrity means. Because I've had people ask me, well, what is integrity? What is it? And I tell you, if there's ever a time when we need really straight on, sound, solid Bible teaching, it's today. So if you're not entertained in every church service you go to, thank God, because you're not going to be entertained. You're going to have your life changed. Every person is going to stand before God and give an account of his life. Now, if you're saved, if you've received Christ, you're not going to need to give an account of anything concerning your salvation. You're already in. Why should I let you in? I believe in Jesus. But the Bible does say that we will also be judged on our works, and that we will receive rewards for the ones that pass the test when they go through the fire. And I believe that's the fiery eyes of Jesus. And the Bible says plainly, don't have time to go to all these places, but talks a lot about reward. Let me tell you something. Somebody who goes through this life that's not so perfect and stands fast and does what's right, even if they lose friends and all the things we've been talking about, there is a great reward. A reward. God's going to reward us. And frankly, when I get to heaven, I don't want to still be in kindergarten. I've worked hard, but the Bible says you can work hard and still lose your reward if your motives aren't right. We can't do what we do to be seen of men or to be applauded or to please men. We have to learn to live as if we really believe that God sees every single thing that we do. Is anybody with me tonight?